Welcome to the All Things Fun Vidcast. I'm your host, Ed Evans. I'm here with my co-hosts, Allison Eckel and Glenn Walker.
Who have read nothing.
All right. That's perfect. We're going to talk about comics that released today, Wednesday, November 16th, 2011. And it's probably going to be even better since they've not read anything. So it always makes for a really good show.
Says you.
Who's first?
Oh.
Look at the fear in their eyes. That's beautiful.
Ed's
I'll go
first.
first.
Yeah, because Ed's the only one prepared.
I'm always prepared. Ultimate Comics X-Men issue 3. We'll open up with that. Spencer's run Ultimate Comics X-Men continues. Issue 3 is out today. Check it out. Let's just get right into the sunshine then, shall we? Deadpool 46. Day Without Sunshine. Double Dose. Deadpool Max 2. Issue 2. Out this week. All kinds of great stuff. We've got Rucka's run on Punisher continues. Punisher issue 5. Ships this week. And Jason Aaron's run Incredible Hulk. Incredible Hulk issue number 2. Which looks great. I'm just feverishly working over here. Let's do Spider-Man. Alright. We've got The Amazing Spider-Man, Dan Slott, 674. Big things going on. Looks like might be Vulture.
Yeah, I noticed there's no Spider Island on the cover, so that's done.
It's over.
That's all finished.
Spider Island has ended. And there might be some Sinister Six action coming up soon, so you might see all the components for that.
Sinister Six action.
Yeah.
Isn't that an adult title?
I don't know what other podcast or vidcast you're doing, mister.
Probably in the new Dark DC comics.
That's right. And Rick Remender's Venom number 9, scary looking Venom, this week.
Is that the Remender Venom?
It is.
I'm
He
excited.
said that, you're not really paying attention.
No, I never pay attention. I was just going to say I really enjoy the Remender Venom, and I'm glad he's joining the Avengers soon. The Secret Avengers.
Did he say something?
Something about Remender joining.
And get off my lawn. Wait, also.
Screw all y'all.
There you go. All right, so who else has books today?
I do.
All right, what do you got? Just read the words on the top.
I know. Oh, okay. So, DC Comics,
What about it?
a whole bunch of number 3s from the DC New 52. Justice League, that's exciting. I continue to still be excited about. I continue to still be excited about this, even if he's not. 'Cause
I was very excited about it. I had a problem with. Well, I like this Wonder Woman better than the one in the actual Wonder Woman book. But I had a problem with her just walking around with this sword.
Who's gonna stop her?
She's got no scabbard. She's just there. Here's my
yeah,
sword.
what does she do with it?
Can I have an ice cream? Here's my sword.
Yeah, there's a little of that. There's a little. This is she's new to man's world
But,
kind of thing. Wow, this ice cream is wonderful. You
Steve
must
Trevor.
be commended. Yes.
Steve Trevor, young and cool.
Yeah. And yeah, so she joins the battle against the parademons, and there's more parademons coming as we. I know we've all been following the story.
We get a sneak peek at the bad guy.
Yeah.
Leave it at that.
Yeah.
And a little more about Cyborg and how he's becoming Cyborg, and we have another member of the Justice League appears at the end.
And don't give away don't give away the Easter egg, but Cyborg's dad has a partner very important to the Justice League.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so good. I think a good issue. I think it's exciting. You also said this one's out today.
Wonder Woman number 3. We learn her new true origin.
How
Sorry.
she came to be there. Okay.
No
Good.
voice. I've been cursing at traffic.
Yeah, that's why we're all late and haven't read anything today. And we've got Batman number 3. I used to read Batman. I don't read it anymore because it's too horrific in the artwork.
Torture porn. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on there.
It's a sell point.
But it's well written.
It is. It sounds very
Yeah,
well.
everybody's loving Scott Snyder's.
Yeah, it's the words, the plotting, they're all really good, but the images are too
Ooh.
scary. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
For me to look at it. So
Alfred's
if
a
you
creepy old
don't
dude.
mind that, it's a really well written book.
So why do we give the person who does the kids' books Batman each week? Why?
It
why
was
is
there
that? Why
in
do
the
you take that?
DC pile, and Glenn didn't take it, so I took it.
You should leave that for me.
I know. Oh, okay, I'll do that.
I
next
actually
time.
read that book.
Oh, okay. Speaking of something else with a scary thing on its cover, we've got
yeah.
DC Universe presents Dead Man. This is continuing the Dead Man story. This won't always be about Dead Man, but they have story arcs.
Well,
about
what
different
is the next
characters.
one? The Challengers of the Unknown? The new version of that?
I've seen some art from Challengers of the
Yeah.
Unknown, so that must be coming soon.
Cool.
Okay, something I am reading, although I haven't quite read this one, is Supergirl I'm enjoying this to find out the new version of who she is and where she came from. They kind of redo it every 3 or 5 years or so. And we find out a little more information about Krypton. We got some Krypton backstory in Action Comics 3, 2, 3, 3, which was really exciting and kind of fun. And then here's a little bit more about, she gets to talk with Cal about where she came from and what all's going on.
She looks so surprised.
Always. This one's a book not heavy on words and more heavy on images. And Nightwing. Didn't get a chance to crack that one, but there's some interesting characters from the DCU. Don't we know? Isn't he somebody? I feel like I've seen that costume as a hero or something somewhere. Vast storehouse of useless knowledge. Anyway.
These are the dudes from the Haley Circus.
Well, I know, but he looks like somebody else. All right, anyway. I'm excited to read that one anyway, because I like Nightwing. Birds of Prey, continuing on the Bat Tangent books. And let's see, Red Hood and the Outlaws. This one's controversial, this title. This particular issue, it seems like they're facing their own personal demon selves.
Oh, I thought you were going to say rear problems, but okay.
No, each of they're facing like the version of themselves that they constantly battle in their heads. You know, like Coriander's facing her slave girl self when she was a slave as a little kid, and Roy faces himself when he was an addict and that kind of thing. Although it's interesting, Jason's version of himself was when he was happy. So that's an interesting dynamic.
You know what's interesting? Speaking of new versions of heroes, Nightwing, he's facing the Haley Circus, which is where
facing the Haley Circus.
Yes.
Like against.
There they are. Yeah. They have a flashback to his family, the Flying Graysons.
Yeah.
And they used to be dressed in the Robin Redbreast costume.
We've seen that before.
Now they're dressed like
movies.
Nightwing, the George Perez version of Nightwing.
Interesting. Okay, so we also have Green Lantern Corps out today. Any other DCs?
I got lots of DC. I have Captain Atom, J.T. Krull, the first official crossover team-up other than Justice League. The Flash guest starring.
Cool.
Blue Beetle versus some of the Fearsome Five. Legion of Superheroes. I'm kind of liking the new Daxamite hero, Renegade.
Oh.
Great art in that. Great, good old-fashioned Silver Age Legion stuff. Catwoman #3, Judd Winnick.
Also controversial.
Also not one I would read.
It's pretty...
But I'll bet it's interesting.
It's visceral, but it's really good.
There you go.
Yeah. DC Universe Online Legends.
Video game
More
time,
Green Lantern
right?
Corps stuff. My Greatest Adventure. Robot Man, Garbage Man, and Tanga.
I like that. I like the first one.
I kind of like Robot Man.
Right.
I'm intrigued to find out how Robot Man is going to be different from Cyborg. We haven't seen Cyborg yet.
Now, in the first one, this is issue 2. In the first one, there was 3 different stories, but they didn't connect, right?
They do not connect
They're
either.
still not connecting. Okay. And
I
also,
like anthologies.
Yeah. Also, speaking of video game comic book, out today is #1 of DC Comics' End of Nations, which relates to a massive online strategy game from Tryon Worlds. If you're a gamer,
Just try it on.
Just try it on, that world. Looks like a war game, but an alternate universe kind of war game.
Ooh, like Warhammer.
I don't know.
Or
So,
whatever it is.
okay.
There you go. All right, kids.
Are we out of time?
We are out of time.
About.
Essentially, yeah.
We're a little short.
All right. So today we're going to wrap this up. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more of the All Things Fun Vidcast right after this.